Hello. Right, so today I'm going to be working on the seats in my van. Now I've already, these seats that I'm sitting on here, I've already put these in. Now I've put these in already because I need to bolt them down through the bottom of the floor. But where underneath the floor, where they bolt to, I'm going to be putting up the water tanks underneath there. So I want to get these in first before I put the water tanks in. I want to get the water tanks in done quite soon, really. So I need to get the seats in there first. Yeah, there'll probably be a bit of a bind sitting in here, getting in the way or whatever. I've still got walls to panel and all sorts of things to do. Yeah, but I've got them in now anyway. Now what I've also got is some lovely Mercedes B class seats. They're manual, so I don't have to faff about with electrics or anything going to them. I'm going to have to do a little bit of jiggery pokery down here somewhere. I think there's like the legs. I think I might just have to cut those legs off. I'm not really sure. I'm going to have a look now and see how easy it is to put them on. But I think it should be reasonably straightforward to put those in. And I'm going to put those in swivel bases and put those up the front. And I've done a lot of jobs already, which I haven't videoed because, well, there's already loads of videos on YouTube about them. So like the Max fan there as well. Now there's tons of videos already on YouTube about those, so I haven't bothered recording any of that. I've got my 240 volt inlet there. I've got the water inlet on the other side. Yeah, so I haven't recorded those because, yeah, like I said, there's already lots of videos about those. And these seats that I've got here, there were two single seats from a minibus. So I saw them. I was originally going to put the double seat that came in the front. I was going to put that in the back here, but then I saw these on eBay and I thought, oh, they look much nicer. So I bought those. Like I said, there were two single seats. So what I did was got this bar along the bottom, like a frame. I got the frame. Where are we? There. I got this frame welded onto the bottom, and then I've got 6 bolts down through the floor, spreader plates underneath to bolt them onto there. Yeah, and they're rock solid. They've already got, so obviously I've already got 2 seat belts in there. If I was to put the double seats from the front, I'd have to faff about then trying to get another seat belt onto those as well, and then I'd have to get a seat cover and blah blah blah. Yeah, so it just worked out much better getting those. So I've got my swivel base here, which this seat is going to go down onto. So if I measure the width, there is 42.5 centimeters. So I know, and it's 42.5 there, the width there. So I know width-wise it's okay. Length-wise for these holes, again 42.5. If I just have a, so I've got a round hole down here and I've got a square hole there, and they're 42.5 apart. So the square one I might have to drill it out a bit. So yeah, so all I need to do then is just cut these little feet off, I think, and then that rail should bolt straight down onto the swivel base. Swivel base will go straight down onto the seat base, and yeah, and Bob's your uncle. What I've also just noticed, which I haven't noticed before, is just there at the bottom of the seat, there's a little light there. So it'd be nice as well if I can get some power going to that from the interior light. I've also got, so the seat belt warning. So there's the cable coming from the seat belt, which goes into this little wiring loom up here. So I'll just need to connect that up to the seat belt warning light, which is our warning alarm, which is underneath the base at the moment. So on the swivel base, the distance between the front and back hole is 423 mil. So if I measure here, this is from the center of the holes, so if I get the center there, 423 is more or less on this square hole here. So I just need to go to that size. So I just need to round it out just a tiny little bit. Just take a little nip just down the bottom of that, and then that should be good to go. Right, so time to take this seat off. This is the alarm for the seat belt. So how do we get that off? A little thingy in there. These things are such a bloody faff to take apart. Oh, there we are. Gotcha. Right, so now what I need to do now is unbolt this seat. Oh, and undo the seat belt. So T45 seems to go in there, but that is very, very worn. So rather than using the rattle gun, I'm just going to use the ratchet to loosen it, because I don't want to. Last thing I want to do is round that bolt off. So that just comes out of there. Come on, you beastard. I do have to take this piece of trim off first. I do have to take this piece of trim off first. Or do I just use brute force? There we are, just a bit of brute force. So that's that seat ready to come out. We're disconnected. Yes, we're all disconnected. And then time to get the swivel seat. And then in its place, that goes on there. Seat belt goes on there. And then the other seat, both clipping onto that. So now our seat belt, make sure it's not twisted, attaches onto that. And that bolt in behind. There we are. So now we just need to put our bolt our swivel base down, lining up all the holes. You'll notice as well here I've got the cable for the seatbelt alarm going through the middle, and then we just attach that to the other seat. Now this one here is slightly raised, so we've got we've got two different sizes there. I'm not sure what we got an extra one for. I don't know. But anyway, so that will be. I forgot to mention there's a little bracket that goes in behind here, which just lowers the handbrake down ever so slightly, so it'll clear the swivel base. But it's quite self-explanatory. It's easy to do. So now we've got our wire there going from the seat belt, which I need to take off this harness somehow. How does that come off this harness? That's all one block, those three wires, so I might just have to snip those. And so now all we need to do is get this bad boy in here. Put that on there. And bolt the sucker down. Right, let's just make sure everything lines up first. I'll bolt in the back first, and then we'll slide forward and do the front ones. I was getting really worried there for a second because it won't line up, but then I realised that runner is much more forward than that runner, so I need to just line up the runners first. So there we are, that's the driver's seat in, looking quite smart. The only thing I'm not too keen about is you can see a lot of the mechanism in the seat frame here. So what I might do is get a bit of, maybe if I got a bit of leather or something and put onto here just to hang down, to maybe cover that somehow, do something like that. Anyway, yeah, so that's in, and the passenger seat is the same. Now I haven't done the passenger seat yet. The only thing different with the passenger seat, I've already changed from a double seat onto this single seat. When you're changing from a double seat, you need to put a little resistor into the airbag wires for going into the center seat and the seat belt and airbag stuff and all that for the center seat. If you have a look on YouTube or some of the Facebook forums, you'll find lots of info on that. But for actually bolting it in and putting on the swivel seat and all that, yes, the very same as the driver's side. All right, cheers, bye for now. Thanks for watching.